Chris Allen here on this May 14th, here on the Sam Channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. It's raining. We've got some more rain coming down here in southern Kentucky. A look outside from the Plano cam. If you look in the dark shaded area there, in the middle of those trees across the street, you can see the raindrops. Yeah. It's a gloomy day, but you know, the rain, it's okay. I like it when it rains, especially when it rains like this and it's not, stormy. It's just rain. We can take this. This is the garden variety of showers that are coming through this morning. Not seeing a whole lot as far as, lightning stuff going on. There's a little bit out there. Occasionally you'll get, a flash of lightning, a rumble of thunder, but really I'm not seeing that much at all with this first wave of shower activity. So, as far as instability, we're not seeing that this morning. We could see that this afternoon. As a matter of fact, there is a marginal risk for a few stronger storms if we get some sunshine in between this morning's rain and what comes in this afternoon. But again, a conditional threat, nothing that's going to be like it was last week. Here is the threat area. And you can see that level 1 green kind of in an arc here, that takes in really pretty much the entire state of Kentucky, much of Tennessee, down into a little bit of Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, the Carolinas. Again, level 1 marginal risk. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And that's only if we get some sunshine peeking through the clouds after this morning's, the rains that we're getting right now here at 7:33 this morning, and what will come in around the low pressure system this afternoon. Tornado outlook, 2%. I mean, can't say in any kind of situation like this, we can't say a zero threat. That's just not smart. But a very, very small threat. This does not look to be, again, anything like last week. Here's the wind threat, damaging wind threat at 5 to 14% in that same area. And his hail threat, well, it's about the same. So this is all, again, conditional. Really, the greatest threat would be a conditional damaging wind threat, maybe some small hail, a possibility out of some storms that do form this afternoon. But really, overall, this is not going to be a terrible threat. All of the really nasty weather today is along the Gulf Coast and down into Florida. Florida is going to get hit hard like Louisiana was hit hard yesterday with tornadoes and damaging wind and very large hail and flooding rains. Even on top of that, it was just a terrible day in Louisiana yesterday, and even parts of southern Mississippi where Sheila, my wife, has some relatives down there, and they said they had some really close calls yesterday with tornadoes. All right, let's check the AAA systems live cam from downtown Bowling Green, and you can tell there's a lot of rain out there. The rain is starting to come down hard now. Drenching downpour or two this morning, and again, like I said, there could be maybe perhaps a rumble of thunder, but there's not a lot of convection going on this morning. So I don't anticipate that. If we do get some sunshine from between this morning and this afternoon, then yes, we could have maybe a stronger storm or two later in the afternoon. But that's a maybe. That's conditional. Okay. Here's a look at the winds this morning. Here's our low pressure system right here over Missouri, just a little bit south of St. Louis, dragging a cold front behind it, a warm boundary off to the north of it. The winds are coming out of the south and southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Radar, of course, is now lit up with the rain, but see, I'm not seeing, we should be seeing little flashes here, but I'm not, well, there may be a few right there. Looks like little bit north of, oh, there was one down there west of Nashville. There we go. There we're starting to see maybe a little flash or two in a couple of spots. Horse Cave, Brownsville, Litchfield, Hardinsburg. This is the main beginning line. So there may be a rumble of thunder, flash of lightning, but back behind it, nothing but just rain. And some of the rain is moderate to heavy. A good downpour of rain. The heavier downpours haven't moved into Bowling Green yet as of 7:37 this morning. And there's more back to the west. These are stronger storms that are in southern Illinois and around the Paducah area. You saw the flashes there around the Paducah area, western Kentucky. And there's more coming up out of West Tennessee. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of a rainy day at times. Cloud cover, of course, we've got it everywhere. If we happen to see some of these breaks back to the west, moving over Bowling Green in southern Kentucky, then I would say there is going to be a better chance of seeing some possible strong storms this afternoon. But if we can keep this canopy of clouds, and I don't think any of that will develop, it'll just stay like it is, cloudy and occasionally some rain and thunderstorms. Not a big deal. All right. Let's check out now the Kentucky Mesonet current weather conditions here as of 7:38 this morning on this Tuesday. Here's a look at the temperatures right now across the state, and you can see a lot of 60s, Everybody in the low to mid 60s this morning. It feels nice. Feels real nice. The winds are coming out of the east and southeast at 5 to 10. Occasionally we get a breeze of up to 15 miles per hour. Let's check on rain, see how much rain has fallen so far. Here we go. Yeah, so here already at the Corvette plant, 1/4 inch of rain. That's pretty good. Just this morning. Now at the southern sensor down at the Ag Expo Center, only 0.03 of an inch of rain, and that's in the same county. So how about that? 1/4 inch just about in Russellville, a little bit over that in Elkton, 1/2 inch in Hopkinsville, 1/2 inch, a little bit more than that in Muhlenberg County, Butler County, 0.3 of an inch or so, 0.4 up in Ohio County. Higher amounts, look at this, back in western Kentucky, 2.6 inches of rain in Ballard County since midnight. Wow. An inch of rain in Marshall County, Benton, Kentucky. That's a lot of rain in a short amount of time. We're poised to get some heavier downpours, but maybe not quite that much. That's near the low pressure system, which is just back to the west of us. So that's why they have a lot more rain, and that atmosphere is being really squeezed out by that low pressure system. It's almost like a sponge full of water, and then you wring it out. That's what's happening back into western Kentucky. But I don't think it's going to be quite that much here in southern Kentucky. At least it doesn't appear to be the case. Let's check out the model blender, check on temperatures and the way the weather is going to behave over the next 10 days. As you can see, we've got 70s today, tomorrow. I'm thinking, 77 I'm going to go with today, 77 tomorrow as the rains continue. Then we go 81 or 82 on Thursday. That's going to be the day that we get a break from any kind of rain. It's going to be a a sunny day on Thursday. So we're going to push the temperatures up into the low 80s. Then we go back into the weekend. We get another chance of rain on Friday, and then just scattered afternoon, mainly afternoon showers and thunderstorms for Saturday and Sunday. Highs will return into the 80s, even into the mid 80s for the middle of next week. The end of next week, looking like low to mid 80s. So again, as I mentioned yesterday, no big temperature swings either way in this forecast. Doesn't appear that we're going to see, as far as any shots of cold air, that's over. That's done. We're in the middle of May, and any kind of shots of cold air, they're over. Done. So you don't have to worry about that. But, at times it can turn cooler. I mean, it is Kentucky after all. And we can take some shots of cooler air when it rains or whatever. But even then, even looking at that, I really don't see any big shots of colder air. Everything's going to stay pretty normal for this time of the year. Okay, let's check the maps here before I go. And I'll show you the rainy weather and how it's going to continue to be in our forecast. Here's everything coming down this morning. And as you can see, the atmosphere is a little bit clogged with these little disturbances. Here's our low back into parts of Arkansas. The bigger low is up in Missouri and another one north of that. All of these are working to play into the rain that we're getting right now. As we get on into the afternoon, more showers and thunderstorms. What happens between this morning and this afternoon remains to be seen, but if we can keep it cloudy, then I'm not too worried about any strong storms this afternoon. If we do get a little sun, it could help maybe strike up some stronger storms, but as far as severe, it just doesn't look like that's going to be the case for here anyway. Here's this evening, more showers and thunderstorms. As we get into Wednesday morning, we start to see a little tapering off here as this low begins to move a little further east. We get some of these disturbances out of the way, and by really Wednesday afternoon, I start to see some drying out here. The cold front will stall, or at least part of it will. Back to the west, this part of the front will work its way through almost. As you can tell, there's another piece of energy that will try to work in ahead of this next plains system, which will come in for Friday. But here we are into Thursday morning, and it's dry. Much of Thursday will stay dry until late Thursday night and Friday morning. Here comes the next batch of showers and thunderstorms. So we get that 1 day break, and then we're back into the showers Friday into Saturday. This is Saturday morning, Saturday, Sunday morning. You still see some showers there, and Monday morning. So yeah, these disturbances are just going to keep coming. And they're going to keep at least a chance of rain in the forecast. While it may not rain all the time, there's always going to be a chance that you could get a shower or thunderstorm over the next several days. It's just how it is. All right. It's raining right now, by the way, here at 7:45 at Plano. Good morning to Mandam 98, Gail, Pamela, Mural, Kiggs and family, Sandra, Lonnie, Amy, Shannon, Katie, Evan, Sue, Elizabeth, Summer. All right. You're taken care of this morning. I'm on the radio right now, Sam 100.7, and on your TV tonight, News 40 at 5, 6, and 10. God bless, and thanks for watching.